Hi, everybody. Kelley Hatlee here, one of the co-founders of Macoupin County Indivisible. And Indivisible will be hosting a town hall with Dyan Blaha on Tuesday, February 3rd at 6 p.m. at the Gillespie Civic Center. And if you're not familiar with Gillespie, the Civic Center is located at 115 North Macoupin Street in downtown Gillespie. And as an introduction to that town hall, I am joined by Dyan Blaha.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having
Great.
me.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Dyan.
Yeah.
Dyan is a Democratic challenger running for U.S. Congress in the Illinois 13th District. He is a pro-peace veteran and captain in the Illinois Army National Guard. He joined the military to afford a college education and worked as a cancer researcher at the University of Illinois. He was raised by two working class parents in the Chicago suburbs who formed a foundation of compassion and service to his community. He has lived in Champaign-Urbana since 2013 and currently lives with three rescue dogs and his brother. So, Dyan, the first question, that the burning question on everyone's mind is, what is the name of your three rescue dogs?
Sandy, Captain, and Itzy. Ian, it's interesting because they're all 9 years old, but I adopted them at different times. So I've had Captain for almost 8 years. Then Sandy I got after I got back from Afghanistan, and Itzy I adopted when I was serving in Germany. I was there to support Ukraine and NATO.
Awesome. Did you find them, or was this like a pet shelter adoption?
A lot of them were pet shelter adoptions, yeah.
Great.
In
Awesome.
Itzy's case, she was actually a rescue dog from China, and what they would do is they would save them from the meat trade, and they would get a volunteer to take them along to a flight, and I was a foster fail in that one. I was helping watch her, and then I was like, I want this dog, so
Awesome.
she's great.
She got your heart.
Yeah,
All
she
right.
did.
All right. So this conversation is really just an for people to get to know you.
Mhm.
We'll get into some deeper details and questions at the town hall. So if folks want to really ask their own questions or hear some details, they'll come to that town hall on February 3rd. But just to get to know you, just so people kind of know who you are, why are you running for Illinois 13th District for Congress, or what motivated
Mhm.
you to run?
I just really want to help people. And right now, I think that, neither party is helping people. On the one hand, we have Republicans who are openly fascist. They're enacting Project 2025 and attacking women, immigrants, transgender people, essentially anyone that's not a white man. And unfortunately, we have Democrats that just aren't meeting the moment. And I think a lot of that is because of all the corporate money they take, the all the special interest money they take, like money from APAC. And so I'm running a grassroots campaign to bring another grassroots candidate back to Congress, somebody like AOC, Ilhan Omar, and Rashida Tlaib, that will actually fight for their constituents.
So what do you see? There's a lot going on right now.
Mhm.
Everybody has a lot of hot topics, but what do you see as some of the most critical issues right now?
I think for our district, a lot of it is just the cost of living and affordability. Things like affordable housing, the fact that the housing market is astronomically high, um, and and it is different, I think, in Champaign-Urbana because of the fact that we just have so many college students here that are getting exploited by the market, and it drives costs up. But really, this is everywhere. We see that private equity and corporations own so many homes, and I just want houses to be for people, not for corporations. But aside from that, poverty is at 17%, like I said. So Medicare for all is something that would greatly benefit the district. And we have crumbling infrastructure and a lack of good jobs that pay living wages across the district. So I want to motivate companies to come back in, and some of that is investing in infrastructure equally across our communities, helping a lot of our Black and Brown communities that have seen underinvestment throughout the years and fighting back against systemic racism. But yeah, that's really the start. And I will say that everyone right now asks me about my stance on trans rights, on protecting immigrants and everything that ICE is doing, and on Israel-Palestine. So those are definitely three things that come up. But I think everybody right now is stressed on affordability.
I think affordability is an issue that all of us can get behind, right?
Yeah.
Regardless of what party you're in.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, so speaking of parties, you're running against an incumbent Democrat. which has caused some people to criticize your campaign. So why run against another Democrat candidate?
Yeah, I mean, I think in this case, I voted for Nikki in 2024, and then I started looking at her votes. So she voted for the Lake and Riley Act, which allowed ICE to take people who were just accused of crimes rather than convicted. She voted to take away gender affirming care from trans kids in the military. And she continues to fund Israel's genocide. And those are things that I can't stand for. And ultimately, I decided to run during her Chatham town hall, where a woman in the audience asked, "Hey, we're really scared. What can we do?" And she said, "Vote for me in the next election." And that is absolutely not the right move. Because right now, if we're not organizing, if we're not building community and educating our constituents on what is actually going on the fascism that is going on that she won't admit to, then we won't be able to fight back effectively.
Okay. And what is it? So let's say you're in office. What is it
Mhm.
that you plan to deliver to the people? So we are Macoupin County Indivisible. So I'm going to say Macoupin County in this case, but it could be anyone, anywhere watching this.
Mhm.
What is it that you plan to deliver for the people of Macoupin County?
The biggest thing is strengthening unions, worker rights, and bringing better jobs with living wages back to the district. And I do think, as a representative, you are a leader in your district that is fighting for the needs of your constituents, and you're also fighting for national change. And we need a whole lot of both right now, because right now we have Republicans that have just been taking our country in a horrible direction, and Democrats that defend a status quo when the status quo isn't working for working people. So that's the biggest thing, really. But from there, I mean, being able to actually have affordable healthcare and affordable education are things that I think a lot of people can get behind. I know when I talk to Republican families right now, there's different things that win them over. But at the end of the day, when you talk about healthcare, when you talk about education, when you talk about stopping investment in foreign wars to bring that back to our communities, I think that's something that resonates with a whole lot of people.
It's funny to hear people talk about, politicians in particular talk about how we can't have funding for this or that, the things that benefit the people, but we always manage to have money for war, right?
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, I know it's necessary, but um, so we'll probably just conclude here. Some of the questions, and I just want to let everybody know again that the town hall with Dylan will be February 3rd, 6 p.m. at the Gillespie Civic Center. We'll get into some other questions there. And by the way, I just have to put this out there as kind of a disclaimer. As Macoupin County Indivisible, this interview and the town hall should not be taken as a particular endorsement for any candidate. We've already I have interviewed several candidates. Our goal here, we're nonpartisan, so we're just trying to give a platform to all the pro-democracy candidates. But some of the questions we'll be asking at the town hall is just a sampler. We'll get into a lot of things, but what will Dylan be trading stocks while in Congress? And where does Dylan stand on abolishing ICE? And if so, what does immigration enforcement look like in that situation? APAC, we'll talk about APAC a little bit, and Chuck Schumer. So, for those of you who don't follow Indivisible, Indivisible has taken the position that they will endorse candidates who will call for Chuck Schumer's resignation. I think you probably alluded to this a little bit that both parties probably failing us right now, and it's time for a
Yep.
change of leadership. So we'll be getting into that a little bit at the town hall and many, many other questions. Again, Tuesday, February 3rd, 6 p.m., Gillespie Civic Center. Dylan, is there anything you'd like to just throw out there as a closer?
Yeah, we have a lot of issues that our campaign is behind right now. I think it was Progressive Democrats of America who gave us a national endorsement that said, "Holy cow, that is the biggest issues page I've ever seen." So,
Mhm.
please, if you want to visit our website, it's dylanforillinois.com. Check it out, and we're a grassroots campaign, so we appreciate your support. Whether that's $5, whether that's taking up a door knocking shift or a phone banking shift, we appreciate any help you can offer towards bringing real change to Illinois District 13. But no, thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Yeah, I know your schedule is busy. You're working hard, and appreciate you taking time out for Macoupin County Indivisible, Dylan. And we will
Yeah,
see
thank you.
you. We'll see you at the town hall. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.